everybody. Welcome back to Grave New World, our Buffy the Vampire Slayer TTRPG on Dirty 20 Gaming. Yeah. I am your director, Chris, aka Wayward Knight, and with me we have 3 out of 4 players tonight. Our fourth is on vacation doing happy, awesome things, so we're not mad. Let's start with Eeny, Meeny, Kyle. Bat Kyle.
Howdy, folks. It is your friendly neighborhood Bat Kyle here. Although probably not in your neighborhood. If I am, they'll be afraid. That aside, you really only find me here Mondays right now, although May the 19th, I will be in a one-shot of Stealing Stories with the Devil by our wonderful producer and GM, Kevin. I am very much looking forward to, causing as much chaos as I can humanly can for everybody, but especially Kevin. That's for Bang. So that aside, I mod around a lot, but I don't really have a huge internet presence. I have a Twitter I don't really use. I have a Facebook I haven't touched in weeks. I know Instagram is a thing. So you can't really find me anywhere, and that's the way I like it.
Okay. Popcorn Mana Queen.
Hello, everybody. I am Mana Queen. I play Ash Lexington, our lovely Slayer here at Monday nights. That is pretty much currently all I'm doing in the stream world right now. You can find me on Twitter over at Mana Queen Games, slightly different on Discord, in our lovely Discord. That's the way that goes. So yeah, you can find me over on Discord by the same name. And yeah, that's pretty much all I'm doing these days.
I am also on Discord. I am Blaze of Gloriosa. I stream on my own channel a lot. I stream on here a bunch. I stream on here on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Sundays. And then I stream on my channel sometimes after game on Mondays and Wednesdays. So other than that, I today am playing your friendly neighborhood Estia. I have to think about it.
What game am I in right now?
Where am I? Who?
Do I have a llama in this one or not?
No llama in this one, but honestly, if we could get a llama involved, I would be super all about it. Like,
okay, but hear me out, alpaca.
Anyway, Estia is your not quite hedge witch, like single leaf witch, like working toward hedge witch, I guess. Kind of just reads books. So she's around. She does stuff. She says hi. I say hi. What are we doing? Let's do things.
Okay, and then just real quickly, I'm Wayward Knight. You can find me on all my links here. I'm an artist and actor. I sell my art online. It's in the links. And all my socials are there. You can also find me here on Saturday nights as a player in our Necrobiotic game. I play Delilah Stillwater, and background art is courtesy of Pixabay, and character art is courtesy of Hero Forge. And without further ado, I believe Mana has volunteered to do the recap tonight.
I know, weird, shocker. Now, if only we can get Glory to do it too. I think Glory and I are always the first ones to be like, anyways, yes, I am doing recap tonight. So last we left our lovely Scooby gang. They had been on the hunt for what they knew, hopefully, to be a chaos demon in the theater at school. And they traipsed through some props and sets to find the strangest looking creature, question mark. I think most of them have seen, I don't know, maybe Ye has seen something a little stranger. But, you know, pretty strange. A creature that doesn't really look like any one thing in particular, more of like a conglomerate of a whole bunch of things, with a load of sass, who introduced himself, you know, as a name that couldn't be understood by the human tongue, and so they decided to call them Kip. So it is Kip the Chaos Demon has joined them, and Kip the Chaos Demon agreed to leave maybe on one condition: if Ash went on a date with him. Except for Ash kind of Uno reversed that card a little bit and told Kip that they would go on a date with him if they could choose where they were going. And so Ash led the crew to a pretty much inflate-a-park. However, also importantly, on the sidelines, we have Julian investigating some stuff that Ye had found, a circle of sorts in the background, and we kind of left off there with the crew at this inflate-a-park on this date with Kip, with Julian investigating this circle and everything of sorts. I believe. I don't think I missed anything. If I did, someone please let me know.
Well, you missed like all the, soon to be high on demonic ooze children. And
yeah.
The fact that Julian was trying to research but failing terribly. And the fact that they were all decked out in various garb. I think Ash ended up in a pantsuit. Estia ended up in a 70s style fancy dress.
Ball gown, baby.
Ball
Ball
style dress. Yep. Ye ended up, I think, in just a 70s tux style, like the powder blue. And I believe Kip ended up in that kind of weird brownish yellow color that was really popular in the 70s.
It was the orangey
Tweed-ish.
brown
Orange,
tweed.
brown. Yeah, tweed.
Yeah.
That was it.
But it was like a tailored that flare pants and no elbow patches. That's
No elbow patches?
No elbow patches.
What happens if
No.
his elbows just get wild? They're gonna bust out. If he starts slinging those things around, there's no protection.
Anyway.
He also has daddy issues. We found that out too.
Okay, remind me how he has daddy issues. I
Chris
don't
is like,
remember
wait
that
a
part.
second, hold on a minute.
No, we asked if
We
the guy
asked.
he hated was his dad, and he said no, he's just an asshole.
He
Mhm.
denied it, but legit, he's got daddy issues. Everyone who has
Absolutely.
actual daddy issues is like, no, I don't. And that's sort of what Kip's reaction was. And so I'm sold. Daddy issues. Sorry, can't deny it.
Okay.
Sucks to be him.
Sucks to be me. No,
Join the club.
Okay. So we left off with Ash and Kip and
You hate that name for him?
I as a director hate it. I as a person love it.
Oh God. Sorry.
He did give you a name to call him, but you just went, nah, it's Kip.
Yep, the Kipster, Kipperoonie.
I think we didn't like the name.
If I remember correctly, you said it on top of him saying what to call him.
We are just extra out of hand today. Sorry, there's no hurting us back in the box.
There never
Call
is.
me Pandora because I opened this up today. So we have the four of you sitting at a table waiting for, I'm assuming, pizza because it's like an inflate-a-park. Extra greasy pizza because y'all know how greasy that shit's gonna be.
Ye is actually waiting for a corn dog, basket of fries, and a frosty root beer float.
Oh my
He's
God, that sounds
expecting he's
amazing.
not going to get any of that because Kip, but that's what he's hoping for because
I wish I had that
really
in real life right now.
sober right now and is trying very hard not to say YOLO and just lock Kip in a headlock and punch him until his face goes inside his own face.
I believe Kip also has a screaming child on his head.
Yes.
Probably
Tugging
more
at
than
his horn.
one.
Trying
Yeah.
to run away with his
Like,
antler.
Get him,
Yeah.
Eat 'em.
Yeah. He's taking it like a trooper though, because honestly, it's inconveniencing him, and he would be a hypocrite to complain about that when he inconveniences others. He's at least considerate about that. So he sits back in the chair, crosses his legs, and he goes, "So, what caused you to become a slayer? What motivates you? Why are you a slayer?"
Ash just kind of looks at Ye and looks at Estia. Like, is this dude for real right now?
So into each generation is born one girl in all the world. Stop me when
Haven't
this
you
gets
heard this
familiar.
story? Yeah.
Oh,
This
I
is-
have. I figured. I'm surprised you didn't catch on to this by now. I ask inconvenient questions.
So
That was
kind of
super
asking, like, what-
inconvenient.
Ask stupid questions, get stupid answers.
I mean, it's no longer a
Well,
girl, but close. Kind of. I it's not offensive if I'm like close because you're femme presenting.
Ash just kind of shrugs. Like,
Okay.
just like, whatever.
I don't know. Like, we need to update the script, is just what I'm saying.
Probably.
I mean, if you're
Let's talk to
asking
Julian about
about
that.
the instigating thing, we were all at a party, and of course, some vampires didn't BYOB and decided to go straight for the tap while they were there, which involved some violence and a bunch of vampire ash everywhere. And
I
you know,
was winning that game
Fascinating.
too.
you were not winning that game. You were soaking her in beer. That's not
also
actually
a
how the
win.
game is played.
Tell me all about this day where you discovered your powers. They were inconvenient, weren't they?
Ash just literally frowns at Kip, just like, yeah. And I'm over it.
Are you
Are you-
really though?
Are you trying to take credit for a Slayer being awoken, Kip?
No,
Is that
no. I just like hearing about people's annoyances. Hello, Chaos Demon.
So tell me more about your dad.
I already told you he's an asshole. He's dead
Okay.
too.
Okay, great. Why is he dead? How'd he die? Ash can absolutely play this game.
but- Honestly, it was so long ago. I think it was something to do with the demon war and Asmodeus.
Was he around a lot when you were a child?
I was sort of conceived via the concept of annoyance and inconvenience. It's sort of
So
like
you
how
were born
Athena-
because you were annoying. Oh my god, it makes so much sense. You were born because nobody wanted you. Makes sense.
I mean, I would say ouch, but yeah, no, you nailed it right on the head.
Great. I was born because nobody wanted you either. We're like a team, Kip.
Well, now you're just being mean.
Isn't this annoying? I mean, I thought it's just annoying. Isn't that what you
I
like?
never said it wasn't, and I never said I didn't like it.
I don't
I
know.
just
You
say
seem
it
a
how it
little
is.
upset. You seem a little upset.
If we're going to make this a proper date, I think we have to both be willing to properly converse.
I don't know. This is how I converse a lot. Wouldn't you say? Yeah, I mean, I'm just kind of a sarcastic asshole.
Yeah, that's pretty much how they are all the time.
You're the one who wanted
Okay.
to date.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I am
mean,
the one who wanted
the
to
weed
date.
helps, but it's not working right now. So
Ash
You're
will
welcome.
kind of lean to Esty and be like, "How do I do this?" You know, just like, I don't know how to do this.
do what, Dave?
Oh.
I got nothing for you on this one either.
Does Esty have
Um,
anything for Ash? 'Cause Ash is like, oh.
So Esty has just been she's been sort of on her phone, like a little bit like while this conversation's going on, like kind of reading reading like you know how there's a fandom wiki for like anything? I imagine somebody went and made a fandom wiki for demons. And so she's just like on like demons.wikia.net or whatever. Like, and so she's been sort of like scrolling through the chaos demon entry, like Wikipedia. Yes. Yes.
I'm
And
sure that's an actual website.
it's probably a website. Probably doesn't have Kip on it though, more's the pity. But so she's been sort of like idly reading. So when Ash says her name, like she just sort of does that in class, like what do you need help with?
Well, here,
Dating?
it's about communication and getting to know one another, or so some various books and popular culture have taught me. So, Kip, what's your greatest achievement, like the annoyance or like series of annoyances that you are most proud of, the ones that you still think to and they warm you in your heart or your gizzard or whatever part you use as a demon for that function?
Aren't those cockles? Aren't there cockles involved?
Possibly subcockles, yeah.
Okay.
That's a good question. I do quite enjoy when I make people stub their toes. But I feel like my greatest achievement is probably I'm gonna say World War II. Not the racism bit, just the war bit.
Isn't war a little beyond an inconvenience?
Oh no, because World War II started with the guy that was getting the sandwich, and it was like this crazy
Yeah.
set of coincidences. So I could 100%.
Oh yeah, sorry, that's World War One. Sorry, that's Chris messing up. I meant World War One.
That was World War II that started that way, right? With Franz Ferdinand.
Nope, that's World War One. In Sarajevo with Franz Ferdinand.
With the sandwich with Colonel Mustard. Ah! In the dining room. No, in Sarajevo.
no, in Sarajevo, damn it.
I
can't remember the name of the assassin, but
I don't think anybody remembers the name of the assassin. I think they just remember the name of the assassinee assassinated.
Yeah. That's how
because it was Franz Ferdinand, and now there's a band named after him. Anyway. So Estia is like totally gonna like nerd out about World War One, like how it started. Like she's gonna be just sort of like, yeah, it was this crazy coincidence. Like there was an assassin, and he totally like spaced out and missed, but then like he went for a sandwich, and then Ferdinand's car got like turned around, got lost in Sarajevo, and then she like probably notices them all sort of looking at her, and whether they mean it this way or not, she sort of interprets it as like a "you nerd, how do you know this" thing. Like, so she's just sort of like, I'm gonna stop talking now.
Oh no, please.
It's fine. Yeah, no.
Like everybody just kind of like stops talking and like listens to Estia. Yeah. Like,
it's fun to listen to somebody nerd out about something they're excited or passionate about.
Especially if it's just a little longer than you want.
I just thought it was just I don't know. I heard about it and I thought it was just stupid. Like, no offense, but I just thought it was just such a stupid little coincidence that if it had just been avoided just slightly, like, I mean, it probably would have avoided World War II. I mean, there was like probably going to be some other excuse, but if you think about it, it's a really stupid way to start a war, right?
Yeah.
Maybe not. I'm sorry. I don't mean stupid like you're stupid. I'm not. That's probably offensive.
He is soaking this in.
The discomfort. He's just like, I don't need
pizza. She just like can't stop talking. She's in that spot where she can't stop. She's like, I just mean that
she's just gonna take their hand and put it on top of Estia's like.
Ye was reaching over to do it too, like so the two hands are like, pat, it's okay. Okay. You can stop now. We get it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that was you.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Honestly, that's probably one of my most recent grand accomplishments. I have been around for a very long time. You know, the whole concept of annoyance is a very old one.
Ash is going to kind of take Ye's question and be like, okay, so what was your biggest failure?
starting to sound like a job interview.
What was the time? Where are you?
I mean, this is only a first date, but what the hell? I'm an open book. My biggest failure. I don't think I really had one. My magic just works. Besides, I don't go for big things like the others. They all have aspirations and goals of grand achievements of ugh. Don't reach for the stars, kids. Do what's achievable. Anyway.
C's get degrees. Ash says that out loud.
Exactly. Exactly. So, no, everything I do works out.
Yes, because you're so perfect.
I never said I was perfect. I just said everything I do works out.
Well, not having a failure inherently kind of makes you perfect. And like Ash kind of does like a similar like goes doesn't ramble, but just kind of goes off in thought like whatever.
I love these games that we play.
So does Ye get his corn dog? Or is it
It's surprisingly late.
Shocker.
Or maybe unsurprisingly. What kind of
So-
ice cream did you order on your root beer float?
vanilla bean, of course?
Okay.
Definitely not vanilla.
It comes out as strawberry.
It's I mean, it takes way longer than you would have expected for an inflated park place to bring you some food. The pizza is like cardboard and greasy, and it like soaks through your paper plate. Oh sorry, you didn't get pizza, you got a corn dog. It's less dog and mostly breading. And your fries are soggy, and your root beer float is a Sprite with chocolate ice cream on it.
Oh. Yeah, he's just gonna take a look at it. He's not even gonna drink it. He's just gonna frown at it as though he could bend the very fabric of the universe into making it be what he ordered. And when that doesn't work, he just shuffles it off to the side.
Kip looks at it and goes, "Are you gonna have that?" He picks it up and kind of like takes a straw and like mixes the chocolate ice cream, which is like soft serve, by the way, into the Sprite.
Ugh,
And then just starts
sprocklet.
and then just starts sipping on it.
Yeah, he looks like he's just
Who hurt you?
oh, we all know that. His dad. It's
Oh, right. The one who didn't want him. Forgot about that.
so are you always in the mortal realm, or is it like you cause chaos for this minor inconveniences for other demons in the demon realm you're in, and then you get summoned here and you get to do stuff here for a while and then you go back?
Well, I mean, we do like to support the tourist economy on the mortal plane, so a lot of us do frequent it. In this instance, I will tell you, I was summoned, which was inconvenient for me in a way, but you know, you give it, you got to be able to take it. Personally, though, I have been having a blast, so I don't mind.
Well, they do say do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life.
That is very true. How are you doing, Miss Slayer?
I am just Ash is probably like eating a piece of way too greasy pizza, like not caring. And just kind of like pauses like mid bite and like, you know, I'm just kind of wondering why we're here, Kip. Like finger guns and all.
Because what's more inconvenient than a date you don't want to go on?
Yeah. Yeah,
I
that's
could
true.
think of a lot of things.
That was the deal.
Okay. So we're on a date. Time for you to go, right?
He checks his watchless wrist. I think you're supposed to kiss me goodnight.
Think not. Think not.
Oh, I guess I'm staying here forever then. And he stands up and like starts to leave.
Kisses don't happen on the first date.
Yeah. Kisses are a second date thing.
Is that so? Okay.
I mean,
well.
unless the date goes super well, but I think you can tell that that's not quite where we landed here, Kipster.
I don't know. I thought it was going great. So inconvenient. Anyway, all right. If you're not going to kiss me, then
I mean, isn't it really inconvenient that you want to kiss and you're not getting it? Isn't that like right up
That's
your
the
alley?
ultimate inconvenience.
no. I think the
Yes.
ultimate inconvenience is the fact that because you won't kiss me, I won't leave.
What exactly was the deal again? Remind me.
The deal was that
Go ahead.
we go on a date, a satisfactory date.
You never said that. Actual, like you said, all you asked for was a date. You never said what kind. You never said how it had to go. You never said how it had to end. You just said, go on a date with me. And at first I said no, but then I said yes.
Fair. But you know what's inconvenient when things aren't fair. And quite frankly, did I forget to mention I don't know how to unsummon myself?
So even if you got that kiss, you couldn't actually leave.
How inconvenient.
Oh, Kip. Why did it have to go this way?
I think you know why.
Violence
He gets
isn't
up and
annoying,
starts
though.
to like just walk out.
Well, good thing I left my bat back where we know where to find you.
Oh, you know where to find me.
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Bye. And he just walks out. Oh, actually, rewind. Ta-ta. Then he walks out.
All right, so have we gone the way of ultraviolence yet? Because I'm ready to let Kip take part in this buy one get one free sale on these hands.
We are actually going to cut away to the university.
Before we do,
Yeah.
Can this is a really good segue into what you want to do. So Ash actually was about to just be like, I can't believe I'm about to say this, but maybe should we check in with Julian first? And like there's like fingers to the temples and like
Meanwhile, back in the theater.
yeah, exactly. I was like, that's a really good segue. You were in my brain.
It's smash cut.
Yep, smash cut to the university where Julian has been investigating, and I am going to do one thing for him. This is Julian. Ah, So Julian wasn't sure what he was looking for at first, like when you guys left, and Ye had tried to like hint at like what Julian should do, and he just kind of watched the four of you walk out kind of incredulously, like, what did I just see? So he takes a minute to just kind of like gather himself and be like, okay, think about this logically. If he was summoned, there would be a symbol or a circle or something, and probably candles. Oh, those candles. Okay. So he examines the candles closer, and he sees that they smell like they have been burnt recently. Like, you know how there's like old candle waxy smell, and then like freshly burned smell of like there's leftover ash on the candles and stuff. He's like, okay. And then in the back of his head, he's like, wow, risky to light a candle in this closet, but whatever. And then he looks around him and he spots he spots the like a curved, like a tiny segment of like a curved line. And he walks over and pushes aside a pile of old dusty props and sees kind of a smudged red curve. So he begins to pick up props and move them. There's, that sandwich goes flying again, and there's, the horse heads on sticks that get shoved across the room and into a corner, and there's a a lion statue that he has to push out, and eventually around the throne of props that you found Kip sitting on when you first found him is now clear, there is a circle cleared away around it, and you can see the outline of kind of a poorly drawn circle, like someone is not an artist, but there's some lines going in towards it, and Julian, with a big heave, pushes the chair, the throne of objects, back a bit, and in the center is this symbol, and he doesn't know exactly what symbol, but he has a pretty good idea what it does. And that is as much as he's found so far, because clearing out that circle took a while. He does attempt to take a picture and send it to you guys, or to Ash, because he only has Ash's number. It's a little blurry, and he can't get far back enough to like get the whole thing in the shot, but like you get the gist.
I'm muted. It's fine. Everything's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. Everything's fine. Ash is going to look at their phone, after Kip leaves and everything like that, and turn to Estia, because this is like Estia's wheelhouse, right? And is gonna kind of turn and be like, do you know what this is? And like kind of like show the photo to Estia and be like, do you know what this is? Should we go back and talk to Jill about it? And like she kind of like tilt her phone to like Ye can see too, but like mostly it's to Estia.
Estia's like, I'm honestly not sure I've seen that before, but I'd be willing to go check in with Tweety Daddy if he's found something. I
mean,
I
we
would
should,
really like him to have found something.
yeah, we should probably go back anyway because Kip is probably heading back there, and it's just Julian by himself.
Yeah.
So,
Agreed.
Probably.
Gay is just gonna get up, just leave his sad, barely touched meal where it is, and just storm like big guy on a mission, storm back towards the theater. Because if Julian hasn't found a way to banish this thing, he's gonna take care of it by shoving Kip right up his own butt, horns and all.
Good. So you guys get back there. High or low?
Hi.
Yeah, I was thinking high too.
He's
Always, Ye's always thinking high.
always thinking, "Hi, baby."
So you actually get back there before Kip does. And you find Julian in the prop room, and he goes, "All right, how did it go?"
Unsurprisingly, he fucking lied to us about leaving.
Well,
It was
that's
worth a
certainly
shot.
inconvenient.
Yeah.
Are we
Uh,
still dressed in like our Cinderella costumes, basically?
Yeah. He didn't poof you back into pumpkins. He just left.
Estia is definitely gonna look down at her clothing and be like, "Oh, I hope the other clothes that I had ended up in my closet." Because he poofed us into clothes, right?
Yeah.
Okay, remembering that correctly.
So you found a symbol, and I'm hoping it's gonna let us banish it, because otherwise I'm just gonna have to beat him to death. I am very
Well-
tired of this.
There's good news and bad news. Drawing upon my training at the Watchers Council, there are a couple different ways we can do this. We can find the person who did this and get them to undo this. We can try to defeat it, like in combat. Or sometimes demons will bargain. And not like the bargain he just did with you. Like a real bargain for something they want.
He wants a kiss.
I think even if he got the kiss, he'd just been like, "Thanks for the kiss, but I can't unsummon myself. He ho ho ha ha ha," and then you kick him in whatever mismatched genitalia he might have.
So he said that he doesn't know how to unsummon himself.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, well, pick your poison. Which way do you think? We would have to find whoever summoned him, which I have no leads for that, quite frankly.
Yeah. Kip says he doesn't know who it was. He just showed up here.
Okay, so the door was locked when we first came in, and I had to pick it. Well, we had to do stuff to it. So that means that somebody has a key. So how many people have a key to the prop room?
That's a good question. I believe they're still rehearsing upstairs. Perhaps the director knows?
We should try asking that. And if it's only a couple people, then I mean, that narrows it down significantly, and we can just, I don't know, have Ye beat them up until they admit to it. That's how you do those
Maybe-
things, right?
Right? I mean, that sounds.
Maybe we try to
So-
avoid the violence.
Being violent against somebody, especially someone who hasn't summoned a demon that kills anyone or anything, it's not really my thing. I mean, I can loom menacingly, but I'm probably not going to beat the crap out of them the way I really want to Kip right now. Kip.
I
You
don't see
want to
why
do
not.
what to me? And Kip shows up.
Ash sighs audibly. Nothing.
What, are you
Oh.
guys having a party without me?
Yeah, inconvenient, isn't it?
Annoying when you're not invited, right?
Like I said, I dish it. I can take it.
I'm beginning to question that, given how much you say it. Anyway, I
Sorry,
am going to
I
see.
zoned out for a second.
You were like,
We'll
"Are you
be
kidding
right
me right
back.
now?"
The director just blue screened.
We need to hard restart.
Buffer it.
Need to
Can
unplug
we
it and plug it back in. Hold on.
Turn her
though.
off and turn her on again.
It's not that kind of
Lowercase.
stream.
Same brain glory.
Anyway,
Who has the
Um,
brain cell?
Not
not
me.
me.
Why do I have it?
I think Mana had it during the recap, and then it just sort of
just
Oh, look, there it
absorbed
goes.
its way
Eddie has
over to-
it. That's what's going on.
Oh.
Eddie has the brain.
Who gave it to
cell.
Eddie?
Who gave
So,
the brain cell to Eddie right before you left?
Assia is going to be like, oh, okay, this has been fun, but I have a friend upstairs rehearsing whose rehearsal you're currently ruining. I'm going to go check in with them.
Have fun.
I don't have to make a lie roll or anything.
That's
Or does-
what you're gonna
he
do,
just-
right?
He just doesn't give a fuck enough for me to have to make a roll.
He, give me.
No, I'm good. No, you said okay.
No, no,
We're-
no,
I'm
this is
going.
different.
No,
This is different.
no
This is
take backs.
different.
No take backs.
No take backs.
Give me a perception knowledge roll.
That's just a 1d10, right?
Yeah.
I have a grudge against roll 20s dice, and they have a grudge against me, so it's like a mutual grudge. So I've been rolling real dice, and
That's
it's been
fine.
doing a lot better. Okay, so you said intelligence,
Perception.
perception.
Knowledge.
7.
Yeah, he doesn't give a fuck.
Ow,
Ouch.
that stings a little. Okay,
Yeah.
let's go. I'm gonna go. Essie is gonna go up to where they're having their.
Glory's gonna go.
Right, I'm gonna head out now. So Esty is gonna go up to still in her fabulous, like sparkly, there's sequins everywhere. Like she even like trips over her hem a little bit and is like, oh damn it, because chaos demon, and like leaves little sequins behind her because one of the threads like came undone. So it's like the whole line of sequins, like little breadcrumbs behind her, totally sparkling the whole way.
God, it's like our room at C2E2. Anyway.
Yeah.
Not kidding. One of the people in our room was cutting sequin fabric in the hotel room, so
Yep.
it was like
Everywhere.
sequin herpes everywhere. Anyway, so do you all head upstairs?
I mean, I'm supposed to loom menacingly over the
Oh, yeah,
person.
and then Kip, when he takes a further step into the crowd closet, he looks down at what Julian has revealed and goes, "Oh, you guys found it. Nice. I mean, I still can't do anything, but..." And then he just hops onto his throne again, crosses his legs, and goes,
Hey, before we go, can anybody or any of us like make a knowledge check on the rune?
"Would
If
you
we
like
have
to?"
a cult? Yeah. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
not gonna...
make an intelligence occultism roll for anyone who wants to try.
Ash has got nothing. Ash is just like, cool drawing.
Oh,
There you go. One success.
I got a 16.
Ooh.
Ooh,
That's the
That
max that I think I can roll.
4 successes. Yay! You know that like the prop closet is the most chaotic place on campus right now, so like he's like in his happy place. So you know that's probably why he's just chilling. Estia, you get that sense as well, but it's also very clear that like he might have something bigger in the works, so you might just want to be careful because the other shoe might be dropping soon. And yeah, if anything, so the symbol you kind of recognize from the book that you read earlier today. But Julian pushing the throne back has smeared it to like kind of recognizable, but it's a little hard to tell where a couple of the lines were. So recreating it would require you to like go back and grab the book and redo the symbol and the circle.
What about the picture that Julian sent? Is it too blurry to see the rune in it?
I mean, he took the picture after he pushed the chair back, so it was smudged in the photo.
Oh, it was Julian, not okay. I was
Yeah.
thinking it got smudged when what's his face sat back in his throne, but it was
no,
was-
it was smudged before that.
it was Tweety's fault.
We go, Julian. Smearing the roof.
All right.
Look, I
Okay.
found the rune. Be happy about that. Look, we need to go upstairs. We need to go upstairs. We need to go upstairs.
Estia's already there. Already there, honey.
Ash is going to follow, but also give Kip just like a lingering stare. No words. No words. And
Kip
then
just
like
goes,
turn around and walk out. There's probably
Okay,
like
so
a return, like honestly.
So you guys head upstairs and they have called the rehearsal early because it's just been a no-go. And so it's just the director and the stage manager in the house comparing notes and going over what needs to be fixed and what went wrong this rehearsal and finishing accident reports and stuff like that. They're just, going over the paperwork and all that jazz, and they look so done.
Hey, so it sounded like you were having kind of a time tonight, but it sounds like the production's coming along. I mean, everyone has a rough rehearsal every once in a while.
I mean, yeah, but God, this is the director, and she's like, I have never had so many incidents in one rehearsal. I'm not usually a superstitious person, but if someone said the M name outside of the script or of their lines, I am going to scream.
Yeah, they definitely have to do the salt over the shoulder and turn and spit thing. Maybe just have the whole cast do it next time.
Well, do you think part of it could be intentional? Was there somebody who wasn't happy with their casting, or that you got the director slot?
I mean, it didn't seem targeted. It was the whole cast, the crew, we're lucky a sword didn't break and stab someone.
Oh my gosh.
Well, was there somebody angry they didn't get a part?
I mean, there are always people that we have to turn down, but it's never been like this. That's severe and quite frankly a bit deranged.
I mean, college theater is its own beast. I think so I was watching a show and I left like a bag in here. And I'm wondering if it got stored in the prop room, but like how many people have keys to the prop room? Like could
I
somebody have
mean,
put it in there?
myself, Ashley, our stage manager, and she gestures to the young woman sitting a couple seats down from her, still working on paperwork. Let's see. Jillian turned hers in because she graduated. Donovan, the student set head, he would have it, and Jake, the actual props head.
Okay. And you didn't see like a purse that kind of matches like this, right?
Covered in sequins? No.
I just like the sparkles.
I mean, that's valid. I mean, I'm in the theater after all.
Cool. Okay. Well, where would I find Jake and Donovan so that I can maybe ask them?
Well, probably putting away the rehearsal props right now, which means they'd be downstairs. And
Okay.
by the timeline, you would get the sense that like you came up and then like maybe 10 minutes later they went down.
Yeah, I didn't see them like okay. Okay, cool. Okay. Well, I'll check down there. Ashley, you didn't see a purse
She
or
looks up. No, nothing got turned in.
okay. Nothing like out of place in the prop room?
Um, I mean, that would be a Jake or a Donovan thing.
Okay.
If you're looking for a purse, I would ask costume department as well.
Okay.
Okay,
Cool.
great. Thanks, everybody.
Cool.
Good luck. Maybe do a little mini exorcism here. Try and get
Break
rid
a
of those
leg.
bad bites.
She's gonna like nudge Yay like really hard in the ribs, like break a leg.
Break a leg. I don't know theater.
You can't. You don't say.
It's-
You don't
it's-
You
say.
don't, it's just like a
It's-
hand on the shoulder.
We're cursed enough. It's what's one more curse?
Ooh,
You
don't. Don't like that. Nope. Don't like that.
Is just gonna kind of shrug and be like, not my scene, and he's gonna trundle off back downstairs.
like you guys have a good night. We will be fine. And then she knocks on wood.
Nobody can
Knocks
see
on,
his
like, the
face
wood arm of the seat.
as he withholds the urge to be like, "Good luck with Macbeth," but he does not. The urge
I
is
was
there.
like,
He's just like,
no.
no, don't actually turn
No.
their ire against you.
That would be so mean.
So
He's
you
not
guys
feeling
go
super charitable right now.
back downstairs. And you see two male students. One of them seems to be insisting that he be the one to go in the prop closet. He also looks like he just about shat his pants.
What does he look like as opposed to the other one? What are we seeing here?
He has, like blue eyes, short brown hair, a little lanky, sort of average looks. The other one is a little more muscular, blonde hair, brown eyes, and looks very confused. Like, dude, why can't I go in the prop closet? And the first one is like, it's a mess in there. I feel like it's probably just like I was in there last time and I know where everything is. And
Oh, hey,
I'll
Donovan.
just take the. Yeah.
That's the guy who was having the problem, who didn't want the other
Yeah.
guy to go in. Yeah, I figured it was a
Yeah.
fucking Donovan. Donovan just sounds like a sinister name. Ye is just gonna trundle on over and put a big hand on the back of his neck in a very friendly manner, but also with the sense that he doesn't have to let go if he doesn't want to.
Donovan is instantly like, he knows this is a threat. He's like, okay.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah, who are
Esty
you?
over there, she lost a purse, and the director and the set manager both said we could check in the prop room and that you should let us in to do that. So might as well let Jake. They said we could ask Jake too, but that you were probably the best one to ask. So how about we go in the prop room and check for that purse?
Okay, here's the thing. The
Donovan.
prop.
Donovan, my friend, this is not a
I don't
question.
know who you are.
This is not a
Yeah,
negotiation.
we're buddies
Donovan.
now. I'm Ye. Everybody knows Ye. And now you know Ye too, because I told you that I'm Ye and I know you're
Ash?
Donovan.
Can Ash roll? Ash has influence and like they're the party person and they know everybody and things like that. They
Mhm.
have the thing. They have the thing. Hold on. I know what it's called. Please hold. So they have attractiveness, and then they also have like they're the party person who like knows everybody, who knows everybody, who knows
Yeah.
everybody. Can they kind of like step in and be like, Donovan, come on, don't you remember we're at the party after the after party after the fall production? Don't you remember me? And like kind of like, you know, because
Yeah,
like Ash was
roll
probably
me-
there, honestly.
Roll me a willpower influence roll, and then add the number of levels of attractiveness that you have.
After party.
The after party.
It's a really good question of why did I put the level that I had for everything except for attractiveness? This is great. This is great. I have dependent 2, recurring nightmare 1, empathy 2, like except for
I think you took
attractiveness.
2 or 3.
I think I took 2 as well. You know what? It's either 2 or 3. I'm willing to go 2 just because apparently I'm a Dumbo. So influence, willpower plus 2.
Mm-hmm.
So nothing in the modifiers, right?
Modifier would be 2.
2. Okay. Submit. 21.
Yeah. You look deep into his eyes and quote unquote, and he is like a sort of snapshot of his mind is like he remembers you from that after party.
Mm-hmm.
And you were slaying, like in
But I'm
not the way you slay now. But you were on point. Everything was pristine or not pristine, but like perfect. Like you were serving looks basically, and
sleek.
Yes, and he remembers kind of falling in love with you at first sight.
In the
And he's
background, you
like,
just hear, "Oh, dream weaver."
basically. And he goes, "Oh, hi, Ash. I mean, all I'm saying is that the prop closet's really dangerous, and it's probably safer if I go in there."
Yeah, but more people make it easier to search faster. And if it's really messy, it might take a while. We would really like to get that purse. We've got some things we'd like to do. So come on, buddy. And he's just going to slide the arm around the shoulders and just sort of not quite lift him, but do that sort of, pal o' mine, oh buddy, oh pal, frog march.
So Jake goes, "Oh, for fuck's sake," and literally just pushes Donovan away and opens the door, and it is, for lack of a better term, complete and utter chaos. Things are floating in the air. Color palettes are all wrong. There's
Not the color palettes.
There's like, it kind of looks like you stepped into a negative image in a way, and like there are patterns on things that shouldn't have patterns, and there's like very odd atmospheric music that you don't know the source of, and Pip is just sitting there like sipping some wine he conjured, and he goes, "Welcome back."
Is there a glass harmonica playing? Because I feel like there has to be a glass harmonica now.
Yes.
Ash is going to be like, Kip, have you met my friend Donovan?
Oh yeah. No. I can tell, and like there's a look of absolute terror on Donovan's face and something else, and Kip looks at Donovan and goes, "Oh, you're the little shit who summoned me, aren't you?"
Essie's gonna look back over at Jake and make sure that he's okay.
Jake is frozen and looks like a ghost. He is like sheet white.
So Jake is not okay.
Jake is not okay. Jake just stepped into Wonderland on crack. And so he has no idea how to handle this or process it or take in. He's just staring. He's just staring.
Buddy,
he's breathing, but he's just staring.
Ye is going to put a hand on Jake's chest and sort of ease him out the doors and be like, "This didn't happen. This was a really bad rehearsal. You're really stressed out. You're probably just seeing things a little bit. You probably need more electrolytes. Just go home, get some rest. Donovan and I and the team will handle trying to put the props back together. It's obvious you're just a little overwrought. And the best thing you can do is just to go have a rest.
Maybe lay down a little bit."
He like, you know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna. Bye, Don. He's gone.
Yep. He's just gonna close the doors. And then he's gonna look at Donovan, be like, "So how do we clean up your mess? You little..."
I don't really know. This whole thing was
It's a huge
mistake.
misunderstanding. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like Ash does it at the same time.
Well, I mean, yeah. Look, I don't know how to undo it.
Why did you do it in the first place?
I found this book, and it was like how like something about pranks, and I was like, hey, pranks would be great. And then I don't remember reading it, but then I was here and drawing this symbol, and I just was reading to myself this caption that was below the picture of the symbol that I had copied, because I was like, I don't know, it probably summons like some imp or something, and I just kind of wanted to like prank Jake, because honestly, I thought it wouldn't do anything. I thought it would just like set up a fake summoning scene, and he'd be like, whoa, what the hell happened in the prop room? And then there was a whoosh, and then there was light, and then nothing happened. So I was like, okay, maybe, I don't know, but nothing happened. So I went home and
All right.
then everything started going wrong.
Yep. All right. So do you have the book at home, or at least the picture you took that you copied all this out from?
No.
Where's the book, Donovan?
In my dorm. And then Kip chimes in and goes, "Oh yeah, I forgot about that book. I should really destroy that."
There's like an audible face palm from Ash, just like, and then Ash will reach for Kip's wine, just be like, I need this.
He just conjures another wine for himself.
It's like, well, all right. Does somebody want to go with me? Donovan, give me your key. Because I have a feeling it might
Oh, that
key to your dorm. Come on.
why don't we both go? And
No.
he starts to like
Clonk. You like just palm his head, kind of pull him back. Donovan, you don't get to wander out of the mess you made. You're gonna
Julian. Sorry. Keep going.
you're gonna stay here, and kind of experience some of the concentrated bullshit we've had to put up with. Somebody else is going to go get
I'll go.
book. Estia, you want to go with Julian?
Yeah.
Okay.
More than anything.
Ash will go with Yay.
Yeah. Oh, Ye's staying here. Ye is staying here with Donovan and Kip to make sure that Donovan doesn't fuck off and not, actually suffer any consequences or not have to help clean up his fucking mess. Ye is still very cranky. He has
Being
been
sober
so
for too long.
Julian
gonna-
says,
Also share the wine.
I-
Being sober for too long is terrible.
in my professional opinion, books that teach you how to summon creatures don't often teach you how to banish them, and even if they did, I don't think Kip would let us.
Do you have a better idea?
Could we use the full image to banish him after all? Like, isn't there a way to force the summoning to reverse itself?
Kip speaks up again and he goes, "I told you, if you give me what I want, I'll go away."
Yeah,
You
but
also
you broke your promise, so we don't believe you.
That's fair, but what if I pinky promised? And I take pinky promises very seriously. And he holds out like a clawed pinky.
I would say Ash is like counting fingers as like on Kip's hands. Like, does he even have?
Do you even have pinkies?
Yeah. Does he even have a pinky?
The pinky
Yes.
is the last finger of the hand, regardless of how many fingers I have. It's the last finger of my hand.
Oh, that wasn't in character. Like do you even have
Oh,
pinkies?
okay.
Sorry, my bad.
I give you my word as a demon.
No good. Known too many demons.
Ash is just gonna be like, Estia. Like, look at Yay. Like, hello.
All
Racist.
right.
Listen, when a Princess Bride opportunity comes up, Gloriosa takes it.
That's fair. All right. If you pinky swear to leave entirely, to go back to your plane and to not return to this campus or anywhere near it for 100 years. Also, the Kiss cannot take anything from any of us, including memories, desires, drives, bits of soul, anything like that.
Oh, I don't want to kiss anymore.
Oh, what a big fucking shock, Kip!
I heard that from across the apartment.
Oh, gee, yeah, none of us thought that the kiss was going to take something vital and be one more major inconvenience before Kip fucks off to a realm we can't get to without a whole thing to summon him back to get it back. I am going to beat you to real death. If you don't leave, if you can leave, you should do it now. I am
Here's what I can
so
do.
fucking sober, it hurts. And I believe sharing is caring, and I care a lot about you right now, Kip.
That's just like I would believe him.
And at this point, Ye has lost control of his
He's
human
got the
form.
vein like pulsing in his
Yeah.
forehead.
Yeah.
Like he's
Like, the
grown a
eye
little bit.
twitching.
His skin has gone to that dark blue. The silvery tattoos have popped out. You know, their
You're
teeth
still like
are-
holding Donovan by the head,
and
and
still
Donovan is
holding
like
Donovan.
shaking, like what is going on? And then Kip goes, all right, I will pinky promise. But here's what I want from you. There is some sort of something out there that I have heard makes vampires immune to the sun. That's quite too convenient, don't you think? Get me whatever that is, and I'll leave your little campus alone.
Can I can I know what this is? Because out of character, I know what this is. At least I think I know what this is.
Make me a intelligence occultism.
All right, I'm using my actual dice for this one. So I don't trust Roll20 not to fuck me over. Because out of character, I like at least I know one of the things. I've watched Angel multiple times, and I know it was in Buffy too. But
Oh, you don't say. Did you watch Angel?
I've watched Angel a lot. Did I not
Oh
mention
my
that?
god.
I had no idea. I didn't even know you liked this show.
Yeah, I know it's a big shock, and it's not puppet cancer. 13. So that's how many successes?
That is 3 successes.
Right.
You have heard of this thing called the Gem of Amara.
Amara. Yep.
But you also know it got destroyed.
Got squished by a rock.
It gets squished by a rock.
Squished by
Did the gem? He's gonna just ask him. Did the Gem of Amara come back?
I don't know. All I know is that something is helping vampires, and that's too convenient.
It's either the Gem of Amara or whatever I saw in that vision. Do you have any hints on where it might be, so that we can get rid of it faster?
No. This shit's hard to track. I just heard this through the grapevine. And it's a very, very quiet grapevine.
What if the grapevine is actually the friends we made along the way?
Aw, that's so sweet.
So our options are hunt down this new vampire MacGuffin and destroy it with no leads to go on, suffering
I
all
never
of this.
said destroy it. I said bring it to me and I'll leave.
Oh.
I told you I would pinky promise. You still haven't pinky promised with me.
Will you
What
lay
does it
off
mean?
the giant inconvenience aura while we're doing this?
No, it's literally what I'm made of. I was conjured from inconvenience.
I'm
I thought we
voting.
established this.
We did, but I also thought you were, an actual demon who had some sort of control over their powers. But
Right, and not just
You
a
know.
Well,
little
I
puppet.
do, but
Like
I
your
also
dad,
just sort of
but-
exude chaos.
Well, can you exude a little quieter?
I'm sorry. I didn't know I was being loud.
You should be sorry.
So, as I was saying, either we continue to put up with this chaos and all these inconveniences while we try and hunt down this MacGuffin with no leads other than it exists and bring it back to Kip so Kip goes away, or we just go the route of ultraviolence.
Well, might I suggest it is an artifact for vampires. Perhaps you should try asking some vampires.
I think ultraviolence is more likely at this point.
I'm
I
not
vote
gonna be able to.
ultra-violence.
I'm leaning that way too because I can't get high until you're gone, Kip. And there's no telling how long it's gonna take to find this.
Okay. Let's see. I really don't want to die because that's a little bit more than an inconvenience. So, how about I limit my powers to some sort of manageable, slightly elevated than normal level of chaos, blah, 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 until you bring me the ring and then I'll leave you alone. Blah,
Oh,
blah, blah.
goodness.
But April
Blah,
Fool's
blah,
Day, I reign supreme. Take it or leave it.
What is Ash looking like here?
Like that I don't know if my mic picked it up, but there was like a big sigh and like there's a look of like I'm like looking to Estia and Yay, like feel like this is the only way we're gonna get rid of him.
Okay, Estia's gonna hold out her pinky and she's gonna hook her pinky into his pinky.
There we go. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I just love this plane. I don't want to leave. Anyway, you should get hunting and everything. I may or may not be in this closet if you ever need me. Please don't need me. But this is a lovely city. Maybe I'll explore.
We need to be able to find you to bring the shit to you.
You have that guy's book.
Do you really want me to summon you?
No.
No, I guess
Listen,
yeah, you
and
get the
he-
whole legal department here at the school. Be like, all right, so I need to make this hypothetically to lock this thing down forever in the worst ways possible, and they would jump on it. I know legal students.
He conjures a piece of paper and a pen, and he writes. It's like a sticky note. Excuse me. And he writes a number down on it, and he gives it to you, and he's like, I don't like giving out my cell phone number, but here you go. Don't bother me until you have this thing, okay?
Ash
That
is
would
going to
be really
immediately
convenient,
save the
wouldn't it?
number.
Can immediately put it on as many, like just start signing up for mailers and
Political campaigns.
Yep,
The
just
numbers.
all the
You annoy
automatic
me,
numbers.
I will block you.
All of the sales numbers, all of the sign up for these text alerts.
Okay, so Estia.
Also, though, you have to think two can play at that game.
that's fair.
That is,
so
that is his game.
So Estia takes the number and she glances at it and she goes, I can't put it in my phone until it stops updating.
I thought it was your tablet that was up there.
Oh, it was my tablet. Never mind.
Yep.
She put it in the phone. And she's going to hold up the tablet and be like, my tablet.
Oh, all right. It was so fun to have that still updating, and he just kind of like boop, like pokes it with his claw, and it's like, ding, and then it's done.
Thank you.
Oh
Oh God, it is Windows 11 though. Ew, that wasn't
Excuse me, I have an iPad. Did you
And now
change
you
my
have
iPad in
Windows
Windows?
Whoops, sorry. All that upgrading was because it was changing your OS entirely.
No, we can take that back. That's fine.
Okay,
I like iPads.
I like iPads too. 785 867 5309.
Nice.
It's I don't know.
1-800 chaos for you.
yes.
CHA
Oh,
OS
And then
you.
for
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
1-800 chaos for you.
Oh
and
my
Oh
god.
my
he doesn't
God.
he doesn't write out the letters, just the numbers. But if you actually look on your phones, you're like, that shit bag.
it's an Easter egg.
Yep.
Yeah, it's an Easter egg for sure. So he does that. He lets your tablet fully update and stuff, and he goes, all right, I've nerfed myself enough for one day, but if you get me this thing, I'll consider it worth it. Now
I
get out of my
appreciate it.
closet.
I came out of the closet one.
Hey,
Sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
So I came out of the closet a while ago.
EA is just going to give himself a little shake, still holding Donovan by the head. And give
Okay,
him his
Donovan.
human
Time to go to
form.
your dorm room.
Yeah, we're gonna get that book. Let's go.
Okay.
He's gonna go close the doors, and just kind of march along with Donovan, finally putting it back on his own feet and such, but very much ready for the moment this little shitbag weasel tries to dart off. Just give him the claw, just give him with the big meat hooks, and make sure he's not going anywhere.
He leads you to the dorms. They're like across campus, and he takes you into his not like super tidy room, but it's not like gross or anything. He keeps it all right. And the book is like under his bed. He like reaches down there for it because one of those like high up beds. And like grabs it off of the plastic drawer set. And goes, okay, well, here's the book. And
What
it's
page? Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
That's okay. He just says, I dog-eared it.
You did what?
What?
Okay, good. Okay, good. It's good. That's marked.
And the picture you took, did you print it out or whatever? Is that here too?
I didn't take a picture. I had the book with me.
The book has the picture in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right. Do you have any other thing like mystical bullshit that you thought was funny or didn't really believe, but you still have in here?
No, man, the book, it was just in a pile of stuff I checked out from the library. I didn't know I checked it out, but it was cool, and I started reading it, and there was like this thing about like a cool prank, and then all this happened, and I was like, I really hope this is a bad dream, man.
Just consider it a bad dream and try not to use the prop room for a while. We'll try and get this all a bad memory as soon as possible. And next time you find a weird, cool, magic looking book, just return it. Don't read it. I don't want to have to come and talk to you again. And he's just gonna pat Donovan on the head and leave.
Yeah, can you all
Well, okay, what's this? Ye just looks at Estia like, what are you doing? What's
Oh, if you find any weird books.
Oh, give them to Estia. That'll work.
Okay, I'm starting to
That's just
trust you
gonna
guys
keep an
less and
eye out.
less.
And
he
we're
starts
supposed
to
to
Yeah.
the one who summoned a literal demon.
I never said trust me. I said I don't trust you. So please
Yeah.
get out. And he's like ushering you out of his room.
Ye is allowing the ushering just because it's not really worth it to yeet this guy out of a window. But he's sober and annoyed, especially to find out that the source of all this misery was some just random schmuck who thought, oh, yeah, let's use a mystical tome for a gag.
Better than using it for rope.
That's fair. But
So, yeah, he closes the door behind you like good riddance, and you are left in the hallway of the dorms.
So Astia is going to start looking through this thing right away. Like she's
Right
opening it up in the hallway, walking as she reads, basically.
It's just like it's a lot of like ways to like he said, it it's set up as if it's like ways to freak out your friends, like using, sleight of hand or like illusions to like prank people. And this particular one, it says, fake summoning circle or whatever, and it turned out to be a real summoning circle.
I feel like this is somebody set him up.
Yeah.
Somebody 100% set him up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
and we'll have to look
after we're
into
done
that.
here, we'll have to
Yeah.
look at the library maybe and see who's giving out occult books without a license.
Julian?
Oh no,
I-
I'm pretty sure he would be absolutely
No, if
unhappy.
No, I keep those books to myself because I like them and I want them. No,
I
those
mean,
books
hard
don't
same.
leave my office. I don't know how that book ended up in the library. I mean, perhaps it was donated and someone didn't understand what was in it. Someone may have just been very unintelligent when they wrote it and didn't know what they were doing. But I will... Estia, may I confiscate that book for the time being until I have reported everything to the Watchers Council?
I mean, I just started it. I'm not done with it yet.
I'm very hesitant to let you carry it around should it get misplaced. Not that I think you would
am
misplace
happy.
it, but someone could take it.
I am happy to sit in your office with you while I read it and look for a way to
I'm fine with
unsummon this
that.
demon.
I am perfectly all right with that.
Okay, I'm good with that too.
And then Ash and I should probably go try to find some vampires to rough up and get some information out of. Then, of course, Ash.
And Julian says, if you feel up to a patrol tonight, will not say no. I, for one, am going to go home. This has been enough for me for one night, and I have to find images of that knife for you, Yay.
Oh, yes. Yeah, good call. Well, I'm still down for a patrol, if only because I also need to stop out and talk to somebody and see if I can to restock things.
Yes. All right. I will see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah, sounds good. We'll let you know if we find something out beforehand, but this is probably going to have to be one of those work your way up the chain sort of things. I don't think we're the first vampire we're going to grab is going to be like, oh, yeah, the new Gem of Amara. I know exactly where that is.
I'm sorry, did you say Gem of Amara?
Yeah.
Oh my god, how did I not make that connection? Gem of Amara was destroyed.
Yeah, but doesn't mean it couldn't be nobody said it couldn't be reforged or another one couldn't be made. If it was made once, it could be made again. I mean, that's not necessarily exactly what it is, but it's either
There's
that
no
or
saying that someone could not craft a facsimile.
yep.
Or a
Something
new
similar.
one.
Or a new one. Or it could be a whole new artifact we had no idea about. But the Gem of Amara is the one I knew about, the one everybody knew about because it's the most famous. But it's a good reference point, if nothing else.
Indeed. All right. I will leave you two to patrol. Estia, do you have plans? I don't know. Do you need the library or something?
My plans involve this book and your office.
All right. I guess I'm going to my office then. I will see you guys tomorrow, as I said.
Unless you want
And-
to take me home with you.
I'm gonna say a hard no.
Not.
There's, I mean, it's a bachelor pad. What do you want? Anyway, let's get going. And he just sort of starts to go off in the direction of the hallway that would take him the fastest route to the library building.
Well, yeah, he's gonna be like, Ash, do you need to stock up on anything? Are you actually up for this patrol? Do I need to go just by myself?
Ash just kind of like rubs their temples and is like, "Do you want to take a shot and then go patrol?"
Yeah, let's do a shot and then go patrol.
Okay, that sounds like a plan to me.
Yeah.
So yeah, Ash is going to find booze somewhere from the magical ether of college, and they and Ye are going to take a shot and go patrol. Maybe they'll run into a vampire who actually might be able to help them.
Okay, so we are going to do like a 20-minute time skip. So, you guys, you go find booze, you take a shot, and then you start your patrol. Are you guys armed? Did you weapon up?
Yes.
Still from, okay.
Oh no, my internet. My internet's.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Hello. My
There we
internet
go.
just like freaked.
So
I
I'm
did
not dealing
not-
with this. Okay.
Oh, thank you, Zoom. Your internet connection is unstable. No, really? I would have never guessed.
You don't say.
You don't say. Chris, I heard you take a shot and then my internet just kind of.
Actually, I'm gonna rewind for a hot second.
Okay.
You guys all exit at the same time and you leave out the front of the theater building. You begin to go your respective ways. Everyone make me a perception notice check. Roll, whatever.
I'm so good at these.
Ash has like the biggest eyes. Yep, 9. Level 1. They're so perceptive.
9.
I also got a 9.
Is Julian making a roll?
Oh, right. Sometimes I forget about NPCs. It's fine.
11.
11. I think that's a 2. Yes. Let's roll for Julian. Where is the thing? Everyone gets a 9 except Ye.
Except Ye.
Who gets an 11. You
Ye
guys
is the most perceptive one in the group.
hold on, let me
Weird.
do something.
Very weird.
here.
It's because he's sober and angry.
He's paying attention.
Yeah.
Yay, you notice just like a silhouette hanging out by a tree. It doesn't seem like anything menacing or ominous or threatening. Just like a little weird that someone's like smoking outside the building at like 11 o'clock at night, but like sometimes hooligans do that. You just kind of like whatever and then leave.
Somebody I know? Do I recognize?
You can't really
Or is
tell.
this a Well,
He's really only lit by like half a street light and the glow of his cigarette.
he's just gonna be look at everybody else and be like, well, one of two things just happened. Either we were being stalked or somebody just stopped under a random tree for a smoke right outside the building where we just made a deal with a demon that we didn't necessarily have to make.
Which one would be more inconvenient? Because that's probably what.
It's probably the being watched, possibly by the person who gave our poor hapless Donovan this book. But maybe
We'd
not.
love to see it.
Yeah. Just keep that in mind, keep your eyes open.
Let me make um, as you are talking, as you sort of end your talking, this figure, are you still keeping tabs on this figure?
Yeah, until
This
I like know
person.
he's totally gone.
He yeah, he just leaves. It just seems like he was having a smoke.
My psychic powers tell me his name is Danny Olson. He
Hey,
comes through the
hey, no metagaming.
I could have psychic powers, you don't know. They only show up when I'm sober though. No, anyway, so you're just gonna watch him leave and just kinda like, well, yeah, that's just possibly one more thing.
Make
Great.
me actually, yay, make me one more perception notice check. Actually, make it a make it an intelligence notice.
The roll's the same either way, that one. 9.
Okay. You might have seen him at a party. I mean, all the faces kind of blur together. You didn't get a real good glimpse of him or anything. You don't know if you know this guy or not.
Well, we'll just Ye will try to commit what vague details he can to memory, but he's about to go do shots, so we'll see how good that
That's true.
sticks.
That's true. So, if Estia does not mind, we are going to follow Ye and Ash on the first parts of their patrol. So, do you guys? I think Julian has mapped out, multiple different routes that you can take around campus, around town, all of that stuff. Is there one in particular that you take tonight?
We may want to avoid the campus one. I have a feeling vampires would go looking other places if they were having all sorts of fuck ups trying to find a meal.
Yeah. Whatever one is furthest from the theater, probably that one.
So you guys, the furthest from the theater would actually be on the other side of town, and it happens to be in the seedy area, because that's the
Buffy.
campus is the campus is on the west side of town of the city, and if like the further east you go, according to my friend who had lived in Cleveland for years, the sort of sketchier and higher crime rates it gets. Clevelanders, correct me if I'm wrong, but That is my understanding of it. So you proverbially cross the train tracks into um, that sort of underbelly section where you also know that like demons and monsters and sorts tend to congregate.
Well, maybe one of them knows something about it too. I mean, if Kip, who seems kind of out of touch with things, has heard about it, information, people have to be making the rounds.
I mean, you think anybody's going to talk to me? I mean, we could try.
They'll talk eventually.
You're right. Good thinking. Smash and chat. I like it.
There's some bars, some alleys, some like rundown abandoned shops in the less frequented areas of town. There's a lot of like basement dens of God knows what goes on down there, and stuff like lower level apartments. It's a generally very like I think physically as the Slayer, like you don't feel like physically threatened because you could break someone's sternum with one punch, but mentally maybe it's more uncomfortable.
Well, Ash has to be strong in all ways, right?
Is that how you perceive your role?
Maybe.
Don't have to be strong in all ways. I mean, that's why you have a team.
Yeah. I guess.
So you can say you're uncomfortable and admit you're uncomfortable, and it's not a weakness. This sucks. I don't like being here either, and I'm half demon.
Hey,
This
yay.
is,
I don't like that.
Pick a number between 1 and 10.
7.
Your vision hurts 7 out of 10.
Yeah, that sounds about right. He's just going to talk about, you can admit it hurts, it's uncomfortable, it's okay, I don't like being here.
You
Fuck buckets.
start to get that tunnel vision with the creeping blacky, like smoky blackness in the corners of your vision that comes in further and further until you're no longer seeing what's in front of you. You're seeing through someone else's eyes. And you're sitting in a chair, but you can't move your head, and you can't move your arms, you can't even move your legs. You're probably tied down, and you can sort of see. You're very groggy. Make me a perception notice check.
Oh, no.
Ooh, 12.
Things don't look like what you're used to. They're a little pastel. They're a little sort of mid-century modern. They're retro, so to speak. Almost vintage silhouettes in your slightly blurred vision. but you are suddenly brought out of that observational state by someone grabbing your hair. From the front, you see an outline of a very classic dress. They take their hand, pull back your head. The light is shining behind them so that you can't see their face.
Of course.
They have perfectly coiffed curls. And they take a vial of something red and they pour it into your mouth. And they release your head. You're coughing. You're trying to breathe after being force-fed this ungodly tastes metallic, but also like puke. And then you're released from the vision.
He's leaning up against a wall.
Yeah,
and
when
slouch.
when Ye went down, Ash is like, has Ash seen Ye actually have a vision before?
You were super drunk the last time it happened.
Yeah, you were.
Okay. Yeah. So Ash is just like kind of like goes to like gently touch like Ye's shoulder back, like doesn't really know how to help, just kind of thinks they have to like wait it out. And like when Ye kind of like, Ash is like, Ye.
Hold on. Oh. I need you to like type this down in a chat for everyone.
Okay. Ash keeps their hand on Ye's shoulder and just kind of like reaches for their phone in their back pocket and is like, I mean, they're like not socialite, not like that high tier socialite, but they're a very social person, so they text a lot. So one-handed typing is fine. they're pretty good at it. So
He's like, I had a vision, another vision.
vision.
I was tied up in on a chair, arms and legs, couldn't move my head.
Bound in chair. Okay.
The room I was in was sort of a classic modern vintage pastel room. I couldn't make things out really well. I think whoever I was sharing a mind with for the moment was drugged. Woman in a classic dress, like perfectly done, perfect kind of old school coif. Did I see that color of their hair
Nope.
at all?
It was
Okay,
all
no.
silhouetted.
It was all silhouetted. Grabbed my hair, poured something that tasted metallic, but also like vomit, a red vial like I saw in the first vision, into my mouth and let go. And then the vision cut off.
Okay. Just for story purposes, Ash sent the following text to the group chat. Ye vision, -- bound in chair in a vintage pastel room, potentially drugged by a woman in too perfect dress and makeup. Creepy woman poured something from a red vial into mouth, tasted metallic and vomity. Will update. That's the text that Ash sent.
Cool.
You just give me like, God, I'd kill for a joint right now. You're so fucking scared.
They're scared.
Oh yeah, whoever it was terrified. Like I said, I don't just see these things, I feel them. If I'm looking through somebody else's eyes, I feel all the bad things they're feeling, the terror, the pain, the helplessness, sadness, anything.
Are your visions like proximity based? Are they close? Do you not know?
It's never the same. Sometimes it's something that's happening 2 blocks away. Sometimes it's something happening on the other side of the city, the powers that be just kind of decide, oh, he needs to see this now. Oh, and we just want him to hurt because we're the good guys. So obviously that makes anything we do good, even if it's a total fucking dick move. And so there's no telling. Sometimes it's things that have already happened that I can't stop, but are stepping stones to preventing worse things from happening. Sometimes it's things that are going to happen. Sometimes it's things that could happen.
Ash is gonna kind of like look like both ways down like the seedy street alley that they're in and be like, "Do you want to go home?" Julian said that we didn't have to patrol.
Yeah, I know what Julian said, but we're here. We're out here, and
if we come across something that's stronger than you and you're in pain,
it'll just motivate me to end things quicker.
There's like a glare from Ash, that glare that you give like your friends when they're like, "I'm fine, let's keep going," and you're like, there's like that type of glare, and Ash is like, because Ash is the same exact way. Ash would do the same exact thing, so they can't really blame you.
Like, Ash, this isn't the first time. The difference is there's somebody else here with me this time, and it makes a big difference. So let's just finish out this patrol, see if we can find anything, and then I'm gonna hit up every fucking dealer I know until I find somebody who can give me enough sticky icky to get baked into a coma for at least 12 hours.
Okay.
Because if I don't, I'm just going to end up seeing this when I try to sleep again.
Okay. So Ash kind of takes their hand off of your shoulder and is like, "Let's go.
Let's do it." He's going to stumble and he's going to be a little unsteady at first because fuck, that was like, a migraine, all the lead up of a migraine, the migraine itself, and most of the come down, kind of the migraine hangover, all condensed into like a minute of vision, but without the lingering badness.
Great."
So
Ash is just kind of keeping an eye on you. No. I just want to say, like, as they keep going, Ash will just like kind of occasionally like glance at Ye to like make sure he's actually okay. But like otherwise they keep going.
So you guys finish out your night with your patrol. Two friends helping each other out. I'm gonna go over to Estia and Julian for a moment to finish out their night. And what I'll say is Estia and Julian are in Julian's office, and Julian is doing some late night emailing and stuff. And Estia, you're leafing through this book. How far through the book do you think you've gotten by, like, what, you started at 11, so how it's maybe like 1 a.m. now, if that's how late you wanted to stay?
I don't think Asia is like fully reading the book. I think she started by flipping through and looking for the spell that they started out with, and has been reading from there. Sorry, and then it's probably a pretty quiet area with not a lot of distractions. And Estia can like fall into a book pretty freaking easily. So she's probably read through, like, how dense is it? Like,
It's like an inch thick.
The text on the pages though.
Oh, the text, like a regular adult level novel, or like, more than YA.
Okay, so she's probably like reading through and like making notes on her phone and stuff. So she's probably made it through, I don't know, how many pages can you read in a couple hours?
I am not a good
I'm also not a good
measure
judge.
of that.
No,
And read
I
at
do
the
not
speed
read
of light.
fast.
Oh, I read at the speed of light.
I read
so-
very fast.
I
Yeah,
read
me
very
too.
fast as well, but while making notes, no distractions. Let's say like 20 pages. Let's say 10 pages is an hour studying. That's pretty
Okay.
fast.
Yeah, that's
So
that's
15 to 20 pages, depending
Okay.
on.
cool. It's mostly like, again, like kind of juvenile prank type stuff that, you know, a college kid would do to me for like a haunted house or something.
Mhm.
And there is a knock on the door of Julian's office, and a head pops in, attached to a body, but the head peeks in, and it's a attractive young man about student age, and he looks at it and he goes, Professor Haynes, hi. You said I could come visit you in your email, and Julian goes, yeah, I got your email, Danny. You're fine. Come in. And that's where we're going to drop the curtain.
Hey. Ooh, this is Danny.
Oh, Until further notice, all Danny's are suspect. For reasons.
For reasons.
So yeah, he walked in, obviously, but that's where we're gonna drop the curtain. That's the end of the episode. That is the end of this episode. So you guys are gonna get 5 experience points because you guys went on a whirlwind of an adventure.
Woo.
Nice.
Woohoo.
What is that? Drama points?
That is character
It's-
points or experience points.
Yes, it's at the top.
Oh, there we go.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
5.
Yes, 5.
Cool. Okay.
Immediately spending 15 of those to raise my perception to 3.
Now everybody take a deep breath in and out. Whew, okay.
We need our Cheryl back. Cheryl is still gone for forever.
Cheryl?
Isn't Cheryl gone for like another 2 weeks?
Another like 2 weeks. I
Yeah.
can't take this. Having
Anyway.
to carry all the sass on these shoulders.
Look, I'm trying, but Ye isn't very sassy. He's sarcastic, but not sassy.
So,
None of us are fashionable.
No.
well,
Yay,
I mean, you are
especially.
right now. You're still in Kip's clothes.
It's true, although I wouldn't call a 70s sequined ball gown the height of fashion. That, I mean, I am not super fashion conversant myself, but like I'm gonna take a leap.
Yeah. It's time for the thank yous.
Rapidly dissolving 70s sequined ball. Yeah, she keeps like, well, not anymore, but like initially.
I genuinely contemplated the idea of the clothes like disintegrating and you're just left in your underwear, but I'm not gonna do it.
I was fully expecting to have to be like,
Yep.
That was a good game.
That was.
that was fun.
Yeah, that
a lot
was
of fun.
fun.
Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you, Gloriosa. Thank you, Bat Kyle. Thank you, Mana Queen, for being amazing and making this game wonderful. Thank you, producer Kevin, for making this game possible. Thank you, everyone in chat and who's watching on Twitch. The chat was hopping again today. That was great.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad you guys seem to have fun. Thank you, everyone who watched all the way to the end on YouTube. Give the video a like and give the channel a subscribe. Even, you know, leave some comments. That's fun. I like hearing what people have to say. And most importantly, Jesus.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank
Before you get it out,
you.
thank you for
Yes.
running.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I
Yes.
have so much fun. Most importantly, thank you, everyone, and be nice to each other.